Hello, everybody. This is Friday. That means it's time for your main event. You can call in at any time by dialing 760-569-7676. Again, it's 760-569-7676. To get in, you need the access code, which is 200446#, and you'll want to press that pound button, otherwise we won't know you're here. And again, it's 200446#. So as always, I am your hardcore queen, and my co-host, my partner in crime, Doug Barrett.
Hello, motherfuckers.
Well, it seems we're going to have a quiet night tonight because right now, y'all people only deal with us. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, because you only have to do with the two most gorgeous, awesome, dashing people in WCC. You guys do not have to sit through a great calling match. But for the ones who are not calling in, I'm sending you a Steve Monger McMichael match.
And I'm going to send hate mail to everyone who hasn't called in that said they were. So, fuck you all.
Yeah, that's the way we do it on the main event, children. It's like the mafia.
Oh, yeah, so I guess we'll start off with Raw. I'm going to be blatantly honest. I didn't pay attention to half of Raw. I mean, I watched it, but it was kind of in and out. But, see, Raw started off with Shawn Michaels. He comes out and talks about, the main event and what he's going to do. Nothing very interesting at all. It was a boring segment, and I mean, everyone was excited because, hey, it's Shawn Michaels! Does anyone else not see a fucking screw job coming on?
Since I'm the only one in here, you know what? I think we're all going to see a screw job. I don't know who it's going to be, though. I don't know if he's going to fuck over the person he trained, which is Daniel Bryan, or if he's going to fuck Randy Orton over. But I'm going to be honest, too. Wouldn't it be funny if WWE just gives us all the big middle finger and he doesn't screw anybody over?
I can see that happening, but come on. His best friend is Triple H. Sooner or later, Triple H is going to get in his head. That or he's going to be the rebel. Something's going to happen in that match. I just feel it.
Yep. I agree.
All right, so so there was I'm trying to remember the whole entire damn thing. There's a part where Triple H just went out all heel. I think that's when Stephanie McMahon and him came out or something, and they said, "You want me to be the bad guy? I'm gonna be the bad guy." Like the dicks that they seem to be. All right. And we have the Rhodes, Cody Rhodes and Goldust taking on the Shield, and this is for the tag team titles. Which, come on. If anyone else saw a different outcome, you need to freaking get a reality check. Because, come on now, we all knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
This match was a no DQ match for the titles. Steel chairs come into play, all of that wonderful stuff, and then there's a beatdown. Short and sweet. Guess who won? The Rhodes family. If you were shocked, fuck you, because you're not thinking so bright. My opinion.
Well, I'll let you finish before I go insane on this.
What I hated the most about the end is it was nice and interesting, but the thing is, how they won? A screw job. You want to know by who? The Big Fat Show. The crybaby who finally grew a set of balls but lost his job. He was in the facility and he caused a DQ. Or he caused, basically for them to get the win. He had laid out the Shield. Someone was tossed in the ring, and I believe it was Cody that picked up the win.
Yes, Cody got the pin for someone.
Yeah, he got the pin, and it pretty much, Raw ended with Triple H in the ring, pissed as hell, and then with the crowd, you had the Big Show chanting yes, and I'm just like, God, just end it already.
Well, first off, I'm going to say this. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes and Goldust. Goldust still shows that even at his old age, he can still go in the ring. I mean, I'm actually happy they won because because I like both of them, and they joined a very short list of wrestlers who actually won the tag team titles with their brother. So that's kind of a nice accomplishment. Now, as far as for the Big Show helping them win, a lot of people hated that. A lot of people are going off saying this is bullshit. I actually kind of think it was a good idea. Because think about it. If you're Big Show and you want to fuck with Triple H, who would be the best people to fuck over? The one group he has in his pocket, the one group where if Triple H is taking a dump, probably the other two are not too far behind holding the toilet paper.
Yeah, true. I mean, because I saw it coming, so I'm not too pissed off about it. But at the same time, I'm like, really?
Now, of course, I will say I think WWE where you drop the ball, okay, I already said I'm happy Cody and Goldust won. But didn't the Usos win a number one contenders match a few weeks ago?
Yeah, that's also kind of what really pisses me off. Because, like, the Usos, they all earned that shot. How dare they give someone else that shot ahead of them? They were the number one contenders.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I like the Usos, but I think because, the Rhodes family storyline is more of an importance right now because it is the big feud with Shield / Triple H. I think the Usos got pushed back. I do believe if WWE is intelligent and they want to fix this, you make the tag team titles at Hell in a Cell a triple threat match. That would make more sense to me, but that's me asking a lot.
Yeah, because they fucking deserve that shot. I don't care, it's logical that they have the main storyline, but seriously, you can't just give someone those shots without, having the drama from not succeeding.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm done with Raw, so you can do your stuff.
Now we're jumping over to the main event where the one show no one watches unless you're very fucking bored on a Wednesday night and don't want to watch stupid shit on the CW network. That shows you how I feel, folks. The first match was Dean Ambrose putting his U.S. title on the line against Dolph Ziggler. Very great opening match, back and forth, but Dean Ambrose would win the match and keep the United States title. So it seems like now that Dean Ambrose we always knew Dean Ambrose was going to be the big star of the show, and right now he's proven it by keeping his belt. Question is, can he continue that? After that, we had A-Train, Brodus Clay, a.k.a. Tons of Fat, and Santino Morella, Mr. Mario impersonator, taking on 3-man band. Kel, what's the best way I can describe this match using your words?
Shit.
Exactly. This was a terrible match. And, it's mostly because of the fact of the dumb ending. I'm sorry. Santino Morella is about to do the Cobra on Jinder Mahal. You see, Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre, who could be used in so much better ways instead of doing this stupid shit, are holding Santino's arm, okay? Now, they don't see A-Train and Brodus Clay getting ready to hit him. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm sorry. It's hard to miss two guys who one weighs about 300 pounds, the other one weighs almost 400 pounds. I'm sorry. If you can't see those two fat guys running at you, you need fucking glasses. Anyway, they run into Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre and squish him, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not gay, so I don't know how it feels to have two dudes be between two dudes who are squishing me, but I'm sure it can't be comfortable. Now, of course, if it was the Funkadactyls who were doing it, that'd be a different story. I would want to be in that sandwich, but Go ahead, Kara. Say I'm a dirty bastard. I know that's what you want to say.
I'm not going to say you're a dirty bastard. I'm just going to say you're a perverted freak who needs to get help.
Well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. And then pretty much Santino's arm gets let go, and he doesn't even hit fucking Jinder Mahal correctly. He fucking taps him on the fucking head, barely hits him, and Jinder Mahal's got to fucking act like he got hit with the Cobra. You know, this is one of those matches where I don't say this too much on this show, but that whole match belongs on Botchamania. After that,
you just have to do is add Sin Cara to the match.
Well, that's too easy. Sin Cara's on every Botchamania. Hell, he was probably at the Botchamania on the house show that Elle went to. By the way, hi, Elle. Hope you're having fun in Mexico. Don't drink the water. Up next, we had Damien Sandow versus R-Truth, which was a good match. Not a bad one, not great, but good. Sandow would win the match because he is Mr. Money in the Bank and your savior of it, so you can become more intelligent. Now, Carol, how do you feel about Sandow winning this match?
I love Sandow, so I am happy about seeing Sandow win a match.
I agree. You know, I still find it funny. R-Truth, who is on the fucking poster for Hell in a Cell, apparently cannot win any matches. I find that funny.
What I find really intriguing is, how did you know it's like every main event Sandow is facing R-Truth?
Yeah, apparently that's the only time they can actually have those two get a match. Full bastard.
It's getting old.
And I don't even like R-Truth, but now, if you thought the Botus Clay, the tons of fun when that bullshit six-man tag match was bad, the main event, Fandango takes on the Great Khali. Now, I don't like the Great Khali. You know, he's a big giant. He can't wrestle, let's be honest. He's only there because he gets people in India to buy tickets, and he's a giant fucking freak show. Then you got Fandango, who a lot of us love.
Get it right.
We all love Fandango, and Taylor, who won't admit it, she actually loves Fandango and probably has a statue made up of him in her closet.
Hey, suck my unexisting dick.
No, thank you. But anyway, Fandango would lose this match to the Great Khali, and yeah, this has to be the worst match of the week just because it ain't Fandango. Great Khali, I'm sorry. It's hard to do like a guy like Fandango to these other smaller guys that put on a good match with Khali, you know. And you got to have the right kind of skill. I don't even think CM Punk could make Great Khali look good.
You know, I look at this match and I think, you know, I don't like Fandango, but if you're going to at least try to make him look good, put him against people that he can actually show off with. You put him against the Great Khali, who, honestly, I used to love him when he was the big monster. But right now, my God, he just needs to get, like, a mercy firing or something, because his knee is fucked up. He used to be able to do at least some wrestling, and now he can't even barely wrestle without looking horrible. Just put him out of his fucking misery, okay? Great Khali, if you're listening to this, retire, okay?
I'm just going to say it. The only two good things about that match was Natalya and Summer Rae. Other than that, don't watch it.
Talk about fine.
Just look at the big old boobies and look at the nice long legs. That's all you need to worry about in that match. Everything else is not existing.
The
main event, we care about women when we want to see them naked, of course.
Oh, yeah. Bras and panty match right now.
Okay, Kelly. You sound like you're a little bit too much into Natalya and Summer Rae. I was supposed to be the referee in that match, not you. You can be the guest ring belt keeper.
No! How about the announcer or something? I can be closer.
No, fine. You can be the announcer, but I get the winner, you get the loser.
Okay.
Hey-o.
We're good. Hey-o.
Look welcome to WCC Main Event After Dark, and we're not even at halfway done through the show. Now, normally at this point, Miss Keller, we would go to TNA. Unfortunately, our third partner in this show, Big Red, he is unable to be with us tonight due to life being a bitch.
Well, I can do his job for him.
Okay,
TNA, absolute shit of a show. There you go.
Well, I'll take it one step further. TNA, that's pretty much how it goes with the wrestling companies in America. WWE is 1, Ring of Honor is 2. You would think they'll make TNA 3. Nope. Combat Zone Wrestling is more liked than TNA.
Seriously, if any show starts off with Dixie Carter in the ring, yeah, I'm like, fuck this.
Oh, no, Kayla, did you hear? She's got her own T-shirt.
Oh, my God. Can I burn it?
Now, I got to ask this question. How the fuck does she get her own T-shirt, but yet I have not seen a single fucking T-shirt for a bitch's retarded brother?
She has a rich daddy. She gets what she wants.
Or a Madness T-shirt. Give me a T-shirt I would actually want to fucking buy. But I digress. So, leaving TNA behind, let's just wave it goodbye as we go to someplace special. We're heading to SmackDown, and Miss Carol, what exactly happened on SmackDown tonight for people who are watching baseball?
Well, ladies and gents, this is probably, Doug can be the ass and not agree with me. SmackDown was probably the only good show this week. Just saying. Since I can't actually watch ROH.
That's okay, but you know what? I'm actually going to somewhat agree with you. SmackDown was probably the better show overall.
Well, speaking of SmackDown starts off with the announcement of Vicky and Brad Maddox. They say that we were put in charge to make sure that anything that happened on Monday Night Raw will not happen today. And Maddox said, I've gotten all the security, so the Big Show can't get in here. And as they're leaving, Daniel Bryan comes out. He's like, well, there's rumors that pretty much the Big Show is here. He plays the music, and oh my gosh, Vicky and Brad's face is priceless. They're like scared to death. And he's like, nah, I'm just fucking with you. But you know who is here? The tag team champions. And they come out, and basically we end up getting a main event match. The Shield versus Rose and Daniel Bryan. And seriously, I'm tired of the Shield being in the main event all the time. I love the Shield, but come on now.
Let's see. First up, I'm just trying to get the image out of my head of Vicky Guerrero and Brad Maddox together. That's something that does not need to be seen or recorded on tape.
Oh, yeah.
All of you as nightmares, you'll help them, children.
Caution, we give nightmares. And no, we don't give a fuck. You can send all the hate mail to Doug Barrett.
And I will gladly use it because I love me my hate mail.
Oh, yeah. All right, so they had the Wyatts taking on Kofi Kingston and The Miz. The Wyatts win following with a post-match promo. Nothing new. We also had AJ versus Slutty Bella. Well, one of the Slutty Bellas. But Brie ends up winning because of some bullshit that I don't care for.
That's how you really feel.
Yep, and next thing we have is the Big Show comes out. What did he do? He went past security. Did you honestly think that he wasn't going to be able to pass the security? He's a big fucking guy, okay? He's got 400 pounds on him. Seriously.
Yeah, I want to see somebody try to stop the Big Show from going someplace, okay? I really like to see somebody try that. If you want to do that, my best bet would be put a big pizza in front of him and say, Big Show, follow the pizza.
Or bring in 2 Mark Henrys.
Oh, but
that would work.
one better. You bring in Twinkies. 'Cause everybody loves Twinkies.
Jerk.
And if you don't, you're lying.
All right, so next we had CM Punk taking on Big E Langston. Wasn't much of a match until after the match with the Heyman guys attacking CM Punk, which we have a Big E face turn. Ta-da! And they come out on top.
What I don't get on that.
Whoever thought of the Big E face turn, grow in IQ. They want to freaking face turn everybody, and I'm just like, fuck you guys.
Actually,
Seriously.
Sarah, if we need to point out anyone, this needs to go to L. L, who likes Big E, and I've been going to like him for the last few months. L has always said, listen to Big E's theme song. That sounds perfect for a face. And he's been saying that he would probably turn face before the end of the year. So, L, congratulations, you are correct.
Yawn.
Now, with that being said, is Big E going to become Intercontinental Champion? That's what it looks like to me.
Moving on, we had a ADR promo. There you go. Nothing to say about that. Then we have the All-Americans versus the Usos, which basically the Usos get to win because Los Matadors come out. I kind of saw this feud coming. Come on, you have the All-Americans, which basically versus immigrants who they are completely against. So there you go.
And I'm going to say something that's probably going to get me in trouble. Fuck the immigrants. We, the people, learn English or go back to Mexico, you motherfuckers, or Cuba, or wherever you're fucking from.
What he said.
And I would just like to clear up for the record, did they get Tito Santino's permission to use the El Matador's gimmick? Because he was the one who brought in he was the El Matador first, so are we supposed to pretend these two are related to Tito Santana? If that's the case, we need to call them the Flying Jalapenos.
Oh, God.
Thank you,
Well, I can't see that at this. At least they weren't, they were actually facing someone new other than freaking three-man band.
Speaking of which, thanks to my buddy, thanks to L, guess who the Flying Jalapenos defeated in Mexico?
Three-man band.
Yeah, because apparently that's the only team that can actually make them look good is the three-man band.
Well, WWE, fuck you.
No, it's even sadder. I know we're getting off topic for SmackDown, but we want to say apparently Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara made their return at the house shows this weekend in Mexico. And guess what?
I heard.
And guess what? Sin Cara did not botch in any of his two matches.
That surprises me. That really does.
I'm surprised too because I'm like, damn. I would have been like, "Oh, take a picture of his botch. I want to see if he broke it. If there's a bone going through his arm or something."
But going back to SmackDown, because that's totally not worth my time. We had again the Rhodes and Daniel Bryan taking on the Shield. It was an okay main event. Obviously, Daniel Bryan and the Rhodes family ended up winning. Other than that, it was okay. I mean, the main event was much better, I think, than Raw's and, pretty much any other show this week, but I can't even place a favorite fucking map or the best match of the week. I cannot. I just can't.
I would have to say, if we're going to say if we have to do a best match, I'd probably say Cody and Goldust winning the tag team titles just because of the fact that was a pretty damn good match, and it did show that Goldust is not a nobody. He's not overrated. He can still go.
I mean, that match was definitely good, but there's no matches, I think, that qualify for best match of the week.
No.
SmackDown's the better show, but Just no.
I'm just trying to port straws here, folks.
All right, so looks like we have one thing left, and that's ROH. So I am turning to you, partner.
All right. Before we get to the news that's coming out of ROH for a match that was just signed for Bound for Glory, which is next Saturday night. So we'll have news about what we're doing next week later on. But first, we need to talk about an event that happened a few days ago in Baltimore, Maryland. The October 5th show, John City Challenge. The first match was Eddie Edwards taking on Adam Page. Eddie Edwards would win this match. After that, Roderick Strong would win a Four Corners elimination match by forcing Antonio Thomas to submit. After this, it was announced that, it was also because of his win, he would get to face Adam Cole for the Ring of Honor Heavyweight title later in the evening. After that, Outlaw Inc., Homicide, and Eddie Kingston, better known as L's cousins. I'm sure L is going to really hate me saying that repeatedly. Defeated two Jobbers who, and you can tell the Jobbers because you can't pronounce their names to save your life. So moving on, Matt Taven defeated Cedric Alexander to retain the television title. Kevin Steen defeated ACH with the package pile driver. Third one in the match, by the way, so it took 3 pile drivers to do it. After that, Mike Bennett defeated Jimmy Jacobs in Jacobs' Best of 5 series. He's currently 1-2. Then Red Dragon defeated... Are you sitting down for this, Kara?
Wait, what?
Are you sitting down? Because Red Dragon...
I'm sitting down.
Like I predicted, defeated Jay Lethal and Michael Elgin.
Seriously?
Yes, Red Dragon won the match thanks to after they hit Chasing the Dragon on Lethal. During the match, however, Outlaw Inc. came out and were watching. Eddie Kingston was eating pizza while watching the match, and the Homicide had a Red Dragon t-shirt on and acted like a complete goofball. This is for clarification. Outlaw Inc. is pretty much the Mexican version of the New Age Outlaws, just to let that sit in. And finally, Adam Cole defeated Roderick Strong in a no-countout, no-DQ match. So, it was a good show. I was there, nosebleeds. It was fun. Now, a match that was just signed for not Bound for Glory, that's this fucking Sunday. No one gives a shit about that. Signed for Glory by Honor. Tommaso Ciampa will be facing Jesse Sorenza, who apparently was in TNA last year. In case many people who do not know, Jesse, who was wrestling in TNA at the time, apparently he took a move on and it fucked up his neck. I'm sure, Kelly, you remember this from last year, correct?
Yeah, I do.
All right, well, he's going to be competing in his first match since that night. So congratulations to Jesse on coming back. But the question is, can he defeat Tommaso Ciampa?
Just hearing that match, I'm excited. Even though I can't watch it, I can be excited about it.
Yeah, that match is going to be very good. By the way, if you live in Chicago, go buy tickets to see Glory by Honor, because it's going to be there next Saturday night. Now, speaking of that, the pay-per-view is next Saturday night. We're not going to make our picks yet tonight, but I'm just going to go over the card. We have a tag team challenge match between Outlaw Inc. versus Adrenaline Rush. I know, how could I forget? Victoria, a.k.a. Lisa Varon, if I'm pronouncing her name right, will be at the show signing autographs. So, looks like, is she joining Ring of Honor? Who knows? Maybe you should ask her if you go. Also, we have Jimmy Jacobs taking on Adam Page in his 4th trial match. He must win this match or he does not get his Ring of Honor title match. After that, we have Mark Briscoe taking on Sirius Young. Paul London. I'm sure you know who Paul London is, right, Kayla?
Oh, yeah. I remember his names in the WWE. Good
I'm sure we all do. I don't because I'm retarded.
No, you're just an asshole.
Oh, yep. He'll be taking on my boy Roderick Strong in a special challenge match. After that, we will have a Power Driver vs. Power Driver match. Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen takes on Michael Bennett with Marina Panunas. And in the main event, it will be Champions vs. All-Stars 8-man tag elimination match. And why is it so special? Because it has a 2-hour time limit. It will be Adam Cole, the Red Dragon, and the television champion Matt Taven taking on Unbreakable Michael Elgin, Jay Lethal, and CNC Wrestling Factory. Yes, Kara, they actually ripped off CNC Music Factory and named a wrestling group after them.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what I said. But, Kara, listen to this special detail. Whoever pins Adam Cole in that match, even if his team wins or loses, whoever pins Adam Cole will be guaranteed a future title match down the road.
Oh, jeez.
So somebody could be going, somebody has a shot to really win big in that night next Saturday night. But that's next Saturday night. So pretty much for this week, we are done, Miss Carol. But, Kara, why don't you tell the fans and the people who are listening what's going to be so special about the main event next week?
So everyone knows that next week is the big weekend of Hell in a Cell. So we have decided, since, the last one we had was like since Money in the Bank, we have decided to make it a Hell in a Cell special. We will basically run down the matches and give our predictions on the shows. AKA, we'll do a lot of bitching about storylines and the shit going on.
But Tara, not only are we doing a Hell in a Cell special that night, we are also doing a Ring of Honor Glory by Honor. So, you Ring of Honor fans out there, we will be talking about that pay-per-view and going and making our predictions for that match. So, can we actually do this, Tara? Can we actually talk about 2 pay-per-views in one night?
We can do it. We shall persevere. Come on.
We can believe.
You're doing with us. We can fucking pull it off.
Yes, because you got to believe in the asshole and the bitch.
No, I'm an asshole and a bitch, okay?
Well, wait a minute. You can't have 2 titles. I've only got one. Hell no. Fuck that
really?
shit. You get... Yeah, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, shit gets really crazy on here. I advise you to be cautious.
Be cautious is being nice. If you're under the age of 10, why the fuck are you listening to us? Go home. Go outside. Go play with your dog. Go play with a monkey. Play with yourself.
Play with a stick. Anything but call in, because this is not a program for children. Okay?
Nope. Well, is there anything else we can go over, Carol? Because we've went over WWE. We pretty much talked about TNA for the 2 seconds we were supposed to.
I ain't got nothing.
Well, I got nothing either. Nothing. So, Carol, why don't you send us off so we can all go home, get drunk, and go to bed?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say, because I forgot this whole thing and I always forget, please support your local indie scenes unless they're absolute shit. All right. So you can find us at WCC Live on Twitter. Follow us. And right now, the YouTube channel we're on is Spawn20113. Be sure to check our videos out, although our producer doesn't post our shit. Thank you, Chris.
Now, Chris, if you do post this, we'll take that. Just pretend you didn't hear that part.
Yeah, we love you, but we'd love to get some attention. Anyway, the other channel starting back in November, because our lovely Elle will be back. You can find us on DXR 420, and also go on Facebook, where you can go to facebook.com/groups/Wrestling Commentary Central. As far as me goes, You can find me on the Twitter land at HeelCaraY2JFan, and also on Facebook, Cara Jo Knisley. Just look for the person with the red hair. However, Facebook decided to be a bitch, and right now I am on a temporary account with just Cara Knisley with the same fucked up hair. Now, Doug, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook as well. Just look for the M. Bison logo. As far as for YouTube, you can look up Doug Barrett 619 Part 2, where I talk about wrestling and movies, and I just uploaded my review of Small Soldiers, the video game for the PlayStation 1.
And you can't find him on Twitter either.
Yeah, because fuck Oakland. And since we're about to go, just remember one thing, everybody. After the show is done, ice cream and strippers are on me tonight.
Woo! And Doug is not drunk this time, so he actually means it. All right. So, like as always, you can catch us 30 minutes after SmackDown. We might as well plug other shows while we're here. So, Doug, let the people know what the shows are.
No problem. On 30 minutes after Monday Night Raw, you can join Chris and Rockin' Reese for WCC Raw Uncensored, where we go over Monday Night Raw and talk about all the shit that happened on Monday night. Then on Tuesdays, we have Overload with Jacobs, which we go over what happened on Monday Night Raw for people who could not make it to the Monday night show, and we do Face Off. On Wednesday night, we have our main man, Rockin' Reese, who does Ring Rockers, which we talk about one wrestling subject. Also, after Ring Rockers, we have some show called Sex Battles, which me and Kel have never heard of, starring DJ Gator, so it might be good.
Yes, well, I've been on there, and it's dramatic. It's as controversial as it is on here.
Yes, it is. And, of course, on Thursdays, you can catch our main man, Mr. Big Red himself from the great state of Texas, talking about TNA, which, don't forget, you TNA fans who actually do still give a shit about that company and haven't checked out like the rest of us. Do not forget, TNA has their pay-per-view this Sunday night, but hey, fuck that shit. Go watch the Denver Broncos take on the Colts.
Personally, I am not watching that pay-per-view because I have better things to do.
As a matter of fact, top 5 things that Kay will probably do before watching the pay-per-view. Number 5, go find Natalia or Summer Rae. Number 4, watch the football game. Number 3, watch SpongeBob SquarePants. Number 2, play Mario on the NES. And the number 1 thing, have Darth Maul kill a Jedi butt-ass naked.
No, you gotta do Darth Goldust.
What the? No, fuck that shit. He ain't Darth Maul. Fuck that crap.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a hater in the room.
Hey, I don't hate Goldust. I just don't like everyone saying it's Darth Goldust. I mean, come on, what? Are we going to actually make fucking signs and posters that says, Cody, I am your brother?
Well, that would be interesting. Well, I know since you want to get back to your video games and I probably have better things to do, that's been our show, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the hell that we give you each week.
Yep. Then now we just hang up and go bye-bye.
See you later, Doug.
See you later. Bye, everybody.